Welcome back to the Kiosk Presents. The holidays are upon us. It's time to start thinking about throwing a holiday party. Here with the ultimate guide for holiday entertaining, our television host and food expert, Ted Allen, and etiquette expert, Lizzie Post. Ted and Lizzie, welcome to the Kiosk Presents.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So how do we go about throwing a great holiday party this year?
Well, I think step one is to not stress out about it or expect that you have to suddenly become an interior decorator and a professional chef. You know, I always think, you might want to vacuum. You might want to put up a Christmas tree and decorate a little bit, but you don't have to go overboard. I always try to remind people that what everyone wants, including chefs, if you're inviting them over, is just some nice comfort food. Cook what you know and focus your energy on having as much fun as your guests are going to have. It's supposed to be about getting together.
So how do we know how much food to prepare?
Oh, that is a really good question, but I'm really hoping that your friends and family has RSVP'd to your party so that you know who's coming. That is not dead, ladies and gentlemen. RSVPs are very important, and when you receive an invitation, it's really, really important to the host that you let them know whether or not you're going to attend. Having that head count in hand, I always say make a few extra platefuls just in case, a few extra servings. And if by chance Larry and he brings his cousins from Paducah show up on your doorstep and you didn't know that they were coming, you can always employ family hold back. So family take just a little bit less to even it out for the rest of the guests.
Maybe keep a few extra hors d'oeuvres in the freezer or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
So what are do you have any tips for throwing a party on a budget?
Oh, I do, and it's a really simple one. The best way, I think, to throw a party or a dinner party on a budget is to let other people help you. There is nothing wrong with doing a potluck, and not only does that save you money and a lot of work, but here's the coolest thing about it. Especially for the holidays, we all have traditions. We all have particular ways to make our turkey and to make our stuffing and to make our sweet potatoes. But if you have someone else provide one of those dishes to you, they're going to put their spin on it, and so they're bringing some of their own traditions into your home, and you can add them to your experience. And I just think there's something really beautiful about that.
Yeah.
And that also, bringing everybody together, lets people share what they have, and it helps you from going crazy from trying to plan a huge party.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. And it can also, let's say, if even if people want to contribute by just bringing one of the bottles of wine, that's one of the more expensive things that people often have at a party. So I think that's important. Now, I want to tell you what I'm doing this holiday season to take the stress off of myself is that I'm not doing the traveling. My Bank AmeriCard has travel rewards that allow me to accrue airline miles, and I am importing my sister and her husband and their 3 kids to my place in New York instead of me having to go through the airport hassles. So I'm really excited about that.
That is also a really good budget-friendly tip, is have a relative who has a Bank AmeriCard and can take you and bring you home. I like that. Yes, they're saving big time, man.
That's kind of like saying...
I hope Uncle Ted's getting some good gifts this year.
Yeah, well, I know. I also don't have to buy the extra presents. Yeah, I hope so, too.
I like that.
They're better.
I like that a lot.
I think I want to go to Ted's for the holiday party this year.
I know, right? Doesn't that sound like fun?
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a full house, but it'll be fun.
So speaking of guests, do you have any tips for being a good guest when you are invited to a party?
I think it's really important that you make sure that you are on your best behavior. You don't want to drink too much. You don't want to be that guest who the question is, should I offer them a room for the night? You also want to make sure, holiday parties, there is a lot of food around, but you don't want to take too much. So when you go through the buffet line the first time, take enough so that you feel satisfied, but don't overdo it. I'm sure there are going to be mashed potatoes left over, unless my Uncle David is attending the party.
No. Oh, no, you did. Oh, no,
I totally just did.
You just called out your Uncle David, and you're a post. You can't just do that.
He's not in Buffalo, so I should be safe.
Okay.
We won't tell him. It's okay.
Yeah, exactly. No, but it is something that you want to be mindful of, is you don't want to sort of stuff yourself. You want to make sure that there's enough for everybody else. And you also do want to think about bringing a gift at the holiday season. It's not necessary that you bring your gift, that you're going to do a gift exchange with the host of the party with, but do bring something that's a nods. And I think something a little special at the holiday season. Ted has mentioned bringing things like jams and chutneys, doing some kind of a homemade candy. That sort of thing has a nice holiday touch. We have one family friend who always gives us vinegar each year, homemade vinegar, and it is so delicious. So I think you can get creative.
I have a friend that gives me vinegar as well. He's a chef, and I make vinaigrettes every day for salads, so that's a great.
I bet you have a lot of good chef friends that could bring over some good yummies.
I feel very fortunate.
I would say.
I feel very fortunate in that department.
Well, Ted Allen and Lizzie Post, thank you so much for joining us here on the Kiosk Presents and giving us some good holiday entertaining tips.
Thank
you.